Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Wrestle AM, half morning show, half wrestling show, all BS. It has been 476 billion years since the last episode. And welcome. How you doing? SidsLight, Twitch streamer, video gamer, horror movie reviewer, and on all the shorts, at least once a week, it's like, is that guy talking to a raccoon? He's the raccoon.
I am the raccoon.
90,
the raccoon.
90% of all short comments on all platforms when we're together is he talking to a raccoon?
And it's true, he is.
Yes, it's all true. Everything is
He's
true.
the weird one.
Feels good. It feels good to be back in the saddle. I got to get in more YouTube and Twitch. I've been taking time off for hockey and wrestling and life, but you know, I'm getting my smile back like HBK. It's gonna be my second run to get my smile back.
Plus, you've been doing all the upside down pineapple stuff.
I have never done upside down pineapple stuff, you son of a goose. For those that don't know, if according to legend, boom boom,
boom boom.
if you go food shopping and you put a pineapple in your cart upside down, that means you're ready to get down. You know, swingers.
So
swingers, like they go to play sets and swing. That's what swingers do, right? We're caught up. So it feels good, man. It feels good to come back. I saw DDT. I saw Dragon Gate. I saw Noah. I saw Grits Hockey. Go Grits Go. And had myself a good time since the last episode. How have you been?
I've been okay. I've been streaming.
At SidsLight, twitch.tv/SidsLight. All
Yep.
right. Not bad. Not bad. We'll have to get you out here to Japan. By the way, this is not a topic. I just want to say, I'm not saying that a lot of my viewers on Twitch ask me this, but a lot of my viewers are in this. How do I get a Japanese girlfriend? Easy. Go to DDT. There's like 500 billion women at DDT. It used to be Dragon Gate, and Dragon Gate now, they don't have as many women as DDT. Like, the women have shifted over. So there you go. If you're like,
Why
oh my
do you
God.
specifically want a Japanese girlfriend?
I don't know. They're fucking annoying.
Don't fetishize.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can get any type of girlfriend.
That's part of what's making it harder for you, weirdo. I love that you're Japanese. It's like, what? Why is that your opener?
Well, I get that. It's not always the Japanese, though. Like, I don't have a girlfriend. Like, do you go outside? Are you nice to people? Do you talk? Do you have fun?
Yeah, just fucking
no. I tweet which wrestling company I hate. What do you mean? Do you talk about what you like? I think it is. Different. You know, like when I met my girl, you know, I was like, hey, do you hate one corporation over another? And she's like, you bet your fucking ass I do. It was love at first sight.
Right, I do.
Yeah. You know, it's like the only problem comes is if you guys hit like different corporations, then you're fucked. You know,
then it's over.
You know, I don't want to say if this is true or not, but allegedly, me and I don't know, I'm trying to think of a very famous person, Mariah Carey. Me and her, we were gonna hook up, but she liked a different American wrestling company than I did, and I was like, you know what? All I want for you Christmas is you get the fuck out of here. I'm this corporation forever.
Celebrity instead of the real one.
I don't know. I was thinking, like, who's the girl?
Yeah, but you could have just said G-Man and then it was true.
Good old G-Man. Well, I forgot. G-Man, this is hashtag not an ad. G-Man has that thing where you pay people and like he'll say something. What's that website called? Not OnlyFans, but like the
Twitch.
Not Twitch. Yeah, I want to. No, like there's
if you
like
donate, I'll say it.
Yeah, donate away. No, but shit, what the fuck's that website called? Yeah, you can tell this is a paid ad.
Cameo?
Yeah, Cameo. We got to get a G-Man Cameo. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. I only ordered a Cameo once, and it was off Tight Spot. He's like, I have a Cameo, and I was like, there's no way I gotta let that slide. Yeah.
Wait, so if I set up a Cameo, you'd order one?
I probably, because to me, I find it hilarious. And there's like some WWE wrestlers and AEW wrestlers, I don't really know, but there's like some legends WCW and WWF legends that like they don't ask for much money. I don't know. Maybe we'll just, dude. What if we do a cameo interview? One question.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should start doing cameos.
Yeah.
$1 each.
Now for us, I don't know, dude. I barely respond to comments.
Have
you seen my Discord?
For $1 each. I'm a slut. I'd be like, yeah, $1 each. Hell yeah. What's your question? Yeah, let me just do a little quick response. And done. What do you mean? Why are you being greedy? $1 for a question? That's a great deal.
I'm just saying, like, first off, I live in the fucking mean streets of Yokohama.
That's a U.S. dollar.
Okay, never mind. That could pay for a lot of shit here in Japan. Never mind. All right, I'm going on Cameo. I don't know because outside of it being hilarious, what else could you possibly do with a cameo? I don't know. I have no idea.
You get like people to say funny stuff.
Dude, all right. This is the welcome portion of the show. We're going to Cameo. Cameo.
Why?
We're gonna find out. Let's order one.
Why?
I don't know, because it'd be funny.
Let's wait until I set up a Cameo, and then we can order one from that raccoon guy.
Well, I'm definitely getting one of G-Man. Wrestle. You get Bret the Hitman Hart for $200. Damn.
Let's do that one.
Nah, dude, I'm fucking poor.
Company expense. Are you saying no?
I'm gonna go no on that one. Dude,
Come on, I thought you were serious.
They have Midwest All Pro Wrestling. Like, is it the promoter? Is it all the wrestlers?
It's just an intern that works there. He's like, yeah, I'm Charles. I'm the intern.
Yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Buff Bagwell, Buff the Stuff.
Dude, Mick Foley.
A lot of these people are just bloggers. At first, I was like, what kind of
Ric
fucking
Flair
loser?
does it for $500? What? You're going to snort that within an hour, buddy.
Oh, you can get Impact Ace Austin. Hell yeah. I'm
you
trying
can
to
get Barry Horowitz.
Dude, Barry Horowitz made me one.
$35.
Dude, Barry Horowitz made me one for free. I forgot about that. That was supposed to be part of my stream. Yeah, dude,
job.
Barry Horowitz did like, hey, you're watching KocoSports. He did like a liner, and we just never used it because we're dicks, actually, because I don't know how to put it in my fucking OBS, but still.
Sammy Guevara's doing it. He's got time.
He's got a lot of time on his hands. All right, I'm gonna look at one more page and see if there's anyone. Father James Mitchell. There's some really fucking pathetic people on this list. And there's Don Fry, Ricky Morton. Come on, boys. Speedball Mike Bailey
for $600.
Dude, he had Speedball Mike Bailey for $2,000 or 2,000 yen. That's about $22 bucks.
Do you think Kana does them?
I doubt it. I don't think. Oh, I don't know. Is there WWE people here? We get Darby Allin for less than 150. Be like, hey, Darby Allin, can you recreate the ladder spot while holding up a KocoSports sign? That sick fuck would probably do it. All right, got it. Getting a ladder set up. Got it.
I mean, he might.
Who knows? It'd just be like, yeah, I ain't doing that. Yeah, Joe Hendry. All right. Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. Damn.
Do you think we could hire
Ruby Soho?
Who Boom Boom did a review of one of their
I think she's in prison.
Videos?
Right? She's in prison.
Yeah, but didn't he do multiple reviews?
I don't know.
Wasn't it a series?
I don't think so. But
because I was gonna say, could you imagine if we got a cameo to get one of them to watch that and review that?
Yes.
Review his review of them.
That's not bad. Like that
would be hilarious,
dude. We'll break down. We'll give an opinion on them, and then we'll pay them to give an opinion on our opinion. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Joey Ryan? All right. I swear to Christ, this is not an ad. We got distracted. This sounds like an ad. We wanted this for G-Man. That was the point. And now we went in for G-Man, and it was a straight-up real ad. We are not getting paid for this at all. We're just idiots.
Who else?
We can get Walker Stewart. Be like, what's your real thoughts on fucking House of Torture? Oh, fucking poor
Let's
bastard. We
ask
don't pay him enough.
DiBiase for tax advice.
Oh, not bad. I was gonna say, wait, then we would be. Oh, yeah, I guess tax advice. Best gonna say we should
Ask
pitch.
Sergeant Slaughter Marine questions.
Oh yes, not bad. Be like, hey, when you were in boot camp.
No, just ask. No, not even that. Basic history things.
Oh, like, hey, who's Chesty Puller?
Yeah, like a shit everyone should know.
Got it. What does Semper
Every
Fi
real
mean?
Marine should know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Take him to the cleaners. Dude, Raven would do it for $75.
How long did these go for?
I don't know.
Dude, let's just pick a random one. Let's get Ricky Moore in and be like, dude, how's your day?
Britt Baker cost more than Darby Allin?
Oh, probably. You got to think how many perverts. You got to put in the pervert market.
Okay, that's true. My bad. I'm sorry, women.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that aspect.
Here's the thing. I love women's wrestling, but I hate the pervert market. It's like, I don't understand the pervert market because you could just go to websites that have the pervert stuff. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm confused.
You know, I've made the decision on who we should get.
All right, hold on. Yeah?
It's Ryback. Because he thinks $250 is how much he's worth.
Dude, let's get fucking Ryback.
Brian Cage is $100.
Oh, I'd rather give 100 to Brian Cage. I tried to see if Sting was here so I could transition. Sting doesn't do him. That'd have been the perfect transition from stupid welcome to Wrestle AM to our first topic. All right,
you almost pulled it off.
I almost did. It would have been perfect. Like, you could talk this thing for $500, and I would just say, thank you, Sting. All right, first topic of the day. Thank you, Sting. Sting's retirement match has happened within the week, and you know what? I don't know many people that don't have fond memories of Sting. There might be Stings you like over other Stings, but I don't think anyone says, oh, I don't like this Sting. And what a way to end his career. He keeps the tag team championship. Darby Allin, you can talk to him on the website, but he has an amazing spot. The Young Bucks were pretty awesome, and his sons were there. Dude, his sons are Twitch streamers, or one of them is. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, dude, first story, I forgot to bring down the red bar. Bam. So I'll start off and say, Sting, Flair, Clash of Champions 1, one of the greatest moments of all time. I do believe, Ready to Rumble. This isn't even pay-per-view. Has to be based off that. I was a big Ric Flair guy. I was a big Sting guy. Them going to a 45-minute time limit draw. And Surfer Sting is by far my favorite Sting. It's not even close.
Yeah, I love Surfer Sting. I still am a little bummed I didn't get my dream of seeing Darby come out with Surfer Sting as half his face.
Oh,
like half Surfer
awesome.
face.
Yeah. I mean, we got to see his son come out. Do you think they were nervous? Because you got to think, your dad is famous.
I mean, they definitely were. The one kept saying on Twitter how he just kept saying, don't mess up, don't embarrass Dad.
Yeah. Wolfpack Sting flew like crazy.
Dude, he got air.
It's got to be hard to have, especially in pro wrestling, because it benefits having family in a business. I mean, FCW, which later became NXT. Well, when FCW first started, they were just looking for children. I was like, yeah, dude, hire me. I'm Mean Gene Oakland's son. Who's going to know?
Honestly,
who's gonna
if
know?
you were Samoan, would you just, like, take a chance and just try and message, like, The Rock and Roman and them and just be like, can you guys just claim I'm one of your third cousins?
Yeah.
Just, like, put me down as a third cousin. I've been working out, dude. I'm ready. Just say I'm a third cousin. Get me in. Just for a trial.
Who's going to know? It's like the Von Erichs. Yeah, it would be interesting. But, yeah, I guess it's got to have pressure. Because Sting is one of the few wrestlers that people in the business, fans, and everyone thinks fondly of. They don't think badly of Sting. I never met anyone that has a genuine voice that goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck Sting," you know. And yeah, though I have to tell you something, and we talked about this on air before. Unpopular opinion. I'm on my own. When he turned to Crow Sting, I was like, I hate this. Like, I will always be Beach Stinger all the way through.
Shut up.
I loved
You're
it.
bad.
I
You're
know.
wrong.
I
Beach
know.
Sting was great, but so was Crow Sting.
Beach Sting better. I loved
The
it.
one that wasn't as good as either of those was the one that happened in the Forbidden Place.
Are you talking about Joker Sting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. But he was having a good time with it. You could tell that.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, this is great. So, he reminds me of the Great Muta. I know they're very close friends, and I know Sting was on his retirement tour with Darby Allin, and it's just they were really good at recreating themselves. They're really good at, hey, it's time. They're also really good at changing and hiding their flaws. I think the wrestlers that don't embarrass themselves change what they can do to still be elite or a top wrestler. And I thought Sting did a good job about that. So, yeah, it was interesting. And according to reports, Sting wanted to drop the titles, but everyone else is like, no, don't. And Tony's trying to find Sting to do something, man. That's kind of cool.
I think he should have dropped the titles. Personally.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be him to take the loss, but
Yeah. I don't know, though.
not just because losing on the way out is good, but like think about the mega heat it would have been if, like, for example, they had somebody else come out and hold Darby back while they just basically just beat the hell out of Sting and then pinned him together. They'd have so much heat for doing that to Sting.
And not that, but people would go insane. Like, this would never. Yeah. But, if anyone deserves to go off into the sunset with his hand raised, it's probably Sting.
Yeah, whether or not it really was his choice, really smart to say it was his choice either way.
Oh, yeah, it's a good PR move.
A lot of the ability to get mad out of it.
Yeah, because, like, if Sting was like, fuck you, I ain't going out on my back. My sons are here. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm going out undefeated. So, and I also like the fact that Tony mentioned Noah. He's like, he's 29-0, but he was 30-0 because, Pro Wrestling Noah. I thought that was a cool touch. But yeah. Sting, thank you. And thank you for the memories. And it's probably some of my favorite memories of all time. And none of that, but like...
definitely one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, and besides his short stint in WWE, he did it mostly outside of the number one company now. It was like the number one company for such a long time. There was a time where Sting was on the number one company with WCW, but it's kind of interesting. That
not only that, but at this point in his career to have had... Now, granted, it was because he was booked to protect it well, which Tony is great at protecting a wrestler when he wants to.
Yeah.
Really, he does a great job of protecting a wrestler when he wants to. But for his age, he put on some great matches. And honestly had one of the best runs of his career now at the end.
And it reminded me of like Paul Heyman and a couple other great bookers and promoters where a lot of people don't understand, especially like E-Fed guys or how do I word this? People that have never really worked in the wrestling business. It is your job to hide their weaknesses. That's your effing job. And I don't think enough people do that. Tony did a great job with Sting. Great Muta did a great job with whoever Great Muta was working with towards the end of his career. I'm talking about Pro Wrestling Noah and others. All Japan is 0-1. But yeah, it's like you have to hide their weaknesses. That's why, like, when someone's like, oh, this person that came from this company, they're a star and they're green as shit. Well, that's like benefit to whoever booked them. Bill Goldberg, Jade Berg, and in the older wrestlers that never really lost a step because they changed their game and they were protected. Sting, Muda, and those.
Even Roman. With the
Yeah,
Roman
Roman's very protected. So Triple H, great job, or Vince or whoever. I don't know. It's
I mean, it had to have been Vince for a chunk of it.
yeah. So
Even when everybody hated him, it was still Vince.
yeah. So yeah, it is interesting when they want to protect someone. I just wish they did it for like the whole roster. And I
Yeah,
feel
just book
like
the whole roster intelligently. And
I,
then
I
you wouldn't get incidents like Wednesday's match where it kind of felt like it wasn't a good pairing off those two wrestlers stylistically to have Hook Cage.
yeah. And Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Lucha Underground did a good job of this. And I think ECW did a good job of this. This is one thing that I think younger fans don't know is that ECW was insanely good at hiding people's weaknesses. Insanely good. And even during the, I guess, golden era, I don't know, the Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior time, Vince was a lot more, that Vince McMahon era, he was a lot better at hiding weaknesses. And
Yeah.
then eventually
Well,
just
he
like,
also
whatever.
wanted to hide them then.
Yeah. So,
He's hit him when he wants to.
yeah. So we got a little off topic there. Sting, thank you for the memories. Sting also, my source Twitter, someone in the comments, please correct me. Sting is the only person that's been in a WCW, TNA, WWE, AEW video game. And there's a good
That's
chance
pretty
he
cool.
might be the only one to ever do that. I don't know, maybe Ric Flair. Ric Flair might have that chance. But I don't know. I don't see AEW putting Flair in a game, but I've been wrong before.
What about Chris Jericho?
I don't know if Chris Jericho was ever in a WCW game or a TNA game. Yeah, Chris Jericho's never been in a TNA game.
No, but Chris Jericho could still do it.
Yeah, Chris Jericho had on. Remember when he did the graphics and teased the internet? Remember when? Remember when TNA teased the internet? It made sense. Like it made you excited, not go. Oh. So, thank you, Sting, and we will forget about Joker Sting. We promise. But the thing is, though, he was having fun. I don't think any time during Joker Sting did it look like he was being forced to do it. He
No,
was like,
it looked
hell
like he's
yeah.
been enjoying himself. And I mean, he picked the Bucks because he said they were one of the most fun people to work with he ever worked with.
Yeah.
So if his last match was with three people he genuinely enjoyed working with, who can also make great matches, that's a win for everybody.
Yeah, and I forget if it was top 3 or top 5, but Sting said it was his top 3 or top 5 matches in his career. So I apologize for
He
not
said
knowing
it
the
was
exact
number
number.
one.
Nah, Ric Flair Sting has to
No,
be
he
number
said
one.
number one was that.
Did he really?
He said number two was the other match with the Bucks.
Oh, did he really? I didn't know he
Yeah.
broke it down that much.
Yeah. He said number three was actually the match they had practicing for that match backstage.
Are you just making this stuff up because someone will fact check this and be sad that we're not
Maybe.
100% accurate?
Maybe I am. Maybe
Well-
I'm not. Why'd you trust a raccoon?
We'll never know. But Sting, thank you for the memories. And Clash of Champions won. Me and James Legend are thinking about doing, like, we'll go back and watch events and then review them, like, years past and all that. Like, we're going to do Lucha Underground and all that. He wants to do that. I really want to rewatch Clash of Champions 1. Because as a kid, I thought it was the coolest shit in the world. Because not only that, but it was also free. It felt like it was the first free pay-per-view ever. That's what it felt like. It was good times. Are you old enough, Raccoon, to remember Clash of Champions 1?
Not really. No.
It was time.
I don't even know who wrestled on it or anything.
Well, Sting Flair was the main event, and I don't know. I think they had I don't know. Be honest with you, I know there was a tag match. I think Sullivan was there.
Who?
Kevin Sullivan. I think he was on the card. I don't know. Maybe all we remember is Sting and Flair. Let's go watch Clash of the Champions 1.
I don't even remember that match.
You don't remember Sting and Flair?
No.
Oh, you got to go back and see it.
I only vaguely remember Beach Sting. I just remember loving Surfer Sting, and I'm thinking him and the Ultimate Warrior were the coolest looking things ever of all my wrestling cards I had.
They started off in indie tag teams.
But most of my memories are Crow Sting.
Yeah. He also talked about that. He talked about steroids. He's like, I
love Crow Sting.
Sting goes, I stopped in 1990. He did not, talking about his tag team partner, Warrior. How cool would it be, like, because I love going to the indies and seeing, the Golden Lovers, AJ Styles. You've seen all these great fucking wrestlers. Bryan Danielson, start off on the indies, very beginning, like Roderick Strong. Start off at the very beginning and then make it to the top. Can you imagine being in the indies and being like, oh yeah, I saw Ultimate Warrior and Sting tag up? That guy's a lot cooler than us, whoever that guy is. Yeah, they're still alive. Do you think they're still alive? They'd probably be only 10 years old.
They might not be.
I mean, I'm sure not every fan is.
They did.
The fans are even doing roids in the 80s?
Yeah, back then. Yeah, they were all doing cocaine and roids.
Well, I mean, it might check out. It was
post-World War. Post-Vietnam War. Cocaine and roids were all the rage.
I don't think they were.
Yeah. Everybody was snorting boners, snorting coke off boners, and doing roid injections in each other's asses, then pumping iron together.
Are you sure that just wasn't your 80s?
No, that was your 80s. You're the one.
No, I was young. I was a Nintendo guy. No,
you ran ACW.
Yeah, the 2000s. Do you
know
how time works? You went from Vietnam to ACW, 80s.
Yeah.
He jumped around the lot, buddy.
Time is a line. And along that whole line
is always Sting.
No. What else is a line? Cocaine. Thus, much like time, you've been doing cocaine this whole time.
No, I've never done cocaine. I never have. I've been around it, but never did.
I've never done cocaine. I just love powdered donuts. Cocaine, though, that's ridiculous. Man, can I get another donut? I gotta go. I'll be back. I gotta go eat a donut in the powder room. That's why they call it a powder room, right?
Gotcha.
Powdered donuts.
Moving on. Okada is elite. Okada joins AEW and joins the elite, doing 6-man tags with the Young Bucks. Being a heel is genius. True story. Someone asked me, how would I book Okada if he came to Noah? That was like a little Q&A video. I recorded it and said I'd make him a heel and did this long story. Maybe I'll redo it. And then, as I am uploading it, there's Tony Khan coming out with Okada as a heel. I was like, listen here, you son of a goose. He's in my head. He's in my head. So, Okada is elite. How you feeling about it? You finally got Okada on your side of the planet.
I'm excited. I've heard good things about this guy. He's a lot like Randy Orton, I hear. Seriously, I think it's exciting. My fantasy booking, I'm sticking with it, is still that somebody steals his clothes and he comes out wearing the Bucks clothes for that match that night. And that's my dream.
So yeah,
even better if they already wrestled in that in those fights, or they have to wrestle in them later.
There you go. It's like, get him. So for those that don't know, Okada is one of his practical jokes, besides, taking selfies in a phone, is trying to put on the Young Bucks gear. And he's going to be a partner with AEW. He's making a ton of money in AEW. So he's set. He just announced on Twitter he's buying a second Ferrari. So at least he's not spending his money poorly and making bad decisions. His wife is very wealthy. He's very wealthy. He's living his best life.
and they've got that amazing entrance together where they do the coin flip and he comes out. It's so good.
Dude, when they
And they
get it,
kept his music.
I was so happy that it kept his music. I was fist pumping in the air. I was like, yeah.
Like
So
I'm excited about it. I think it's cool. I think they're doing it great so far. I'm excited to see it eventually build into Kenny Omega versus Okada.
yeah, that's what everyone wants in the UK. So it should be pretty amazing, and it would just be great to see him in their primes again, or for one night only, see him in their primes. Hopefully, Kenny comes back healthier. I'd rather have Kenny come back 100% than come back early. I just think the rosters now are too big, and it's not worth injuring your stars when you have such a
There's enough
stacked
time for
roster.
him to heal.
Yeah, yeah. But we get Okada Omega one more time, and maybe they fucking rock it, man. I mean, for those that watch New Japan, honestly and genuinely, Okada wasn't 100% himself the last few years. So now, in a six-man tag, he can kind of hide that, get the ring rust off, or maybe there was a lack of motivation because in interviews he's like, oh, it always changes, but he basically said, oh, I'm probably not coming back. So it should be an interesting situation. So I
Uh, well, when Omega was on Twitch the other day, he was saying that he's basically working out as much as he can, as much as he's allowed to, in the ways that he can, and training in the ways he's allowed to, so that he's still ready because the roster is so stacked now that he's really excited to come back.
yeah. And hopefully he comes back healthy. I'd love to see him do something amazing. There's tons of dream matches here. And for the people that love pro wrestling, there should be some great matches. And just hopefully we'll see the Okada of old. And we'll see a healthy Kenny Omega. And it would be fantastic. Get that in
But even
UK.
so, Okada's going to be great. While I do think it would be better to give him like the IC title and let him run around with that. If you want to give him that Triple Crown and let him run around with that, fine. I think the Triple Crown's stupid, but if you want to give it to him and let him run around with that, let him run around with it.
There's way too many titles to begin with. And people are wondering because there's two points of views that I hear here in Japan and a little bit in the English speaking community is that if he's not coming back to New Japan, why would he have a New Japan Strong title? And on top of that, people are saying that he's more valued than that. But I feel like that's a problem that AEW has with Okada, Omega, Ospreay, Shelton Benjamin. I think they're just too stacked. Like you hear people all the time, Jay White deserves to be better. He main evented a pay-per-view this year. I just think it's going to be, you got companies that will run the same top storyline for 2-3 years. Roman Reigns, Cody, John Cena, The Rock, Okada, Tanahashi, Okada, Naito, where this roster on AEW is so effing stacked. I don't think you can do that. I can't imagine.
Well, I don't know. I think there's a way you can do it, but I feel like the way to do it is more rotating people.
Yeah.
Like either on and off schedules where people just rotate out to rest and everything for a while, or where people rotate down the card to like they've lost some of their luster from taking losses or whatever, and they've got to rebuild their way back up the card and the rankings again to get back into the title picture again.
Yeah.
And then you have a way to get interest in them again. You get a way to get matches with them showing off how good younger guys are on the roster, while then rotating the main event scene so it stays fresh.
And that's why I'm so glad that the ranking system is back. Even Timeless Tony Storm was like, don't bother me. There's a ranking system. Deal with it. Don't bother even talking to me. To me, I like that a lot. And I am big Okada fanboy. I will critique everyone and everything. I'll say when you're good and bad. And I'm hoping that Okada shines here. And poor
I'm
Nakamura.
excited.
Poor
Okada
Nakamura.
has so many matches he can have that I'm stoked.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's a 3 or 4 year deal, full time. So
Hmm.
should be.
He's moving to the U.S. and everything.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long distance relationship unless the missus comes, but the missus is making bank. Can you imagine being so successful and so wealthy? You're like, but I don't know. I mean, long distance relationships ain't what they used to be.
That's true.
Plus, go to Hawaii halfway.
Plus, it's not like they can't just fly over every
Yeah,
once in a
yeah.
while.
Just private jetted up. So there you
Yeah.
go. Okada is elite. I'm excited, and I hope he shines. I don't want to, I don't want to see him be a Nakamura or an Asuka where it's like, oh, all right. But yeah, so hopefully he shines. Okada is elite. Speaking of someone else that's gonna shine, what is your Monet on? What are you putting your Monet? Monet most likely is showing up for big business. It's like the worst kept secret ever, but we're still excited. It's like sneaking into your parents' bedroom before Christmas, going up to the closet and peeking in and knowing that you're gonna get Mega Man 2, and then you put it down, and then you go and run out, and the next day, bam, Mega Man 2's there from Santa Claus. It feels like that. It feels like that. So this Wednesday, Monet, unless unless we're trying to trick the internet, will most likely be there at AEW, and I'm kind of excited. I'd love to see. I'd love to see women's wrestling do good, but it not just be bullshit pretend. Oh, fucking the women are doing great. Like I want to see legit good women's wrestling. And the
Well, with
roster
the
they have
hiring of the
now.
new writer, I think that's got to be on the way.
Yeah. So, and we know she can have great matches. There was a bit of a question mark. I think there was a question mark when she left WWE, but she did great in NXT. She did good in WWE. Then she was missing for a little bit. We didn't know how she would do. New Japan and Stardom, I think she did really good. And now with this roster, she should do great. So I'm really excited to see where it goes. And
I'm not worried about her matches or how well she's gonna do at all.
yeah,
I'm worried about whether or not they're gonna have enough time to actually do what they can.
well,
Because if you let her wrestle, she'll put on a good match with pretty much the entire women's roster they have.
I don't know if I go with that. There's some.
She's a really good
Oh,
wrestler,
she's a really good wrestler, but the
and
roster there's some
their
rough
female
ones.
roster is at worst serviceable.
I don't want to put anyone on blast, but there's a couple I'd cut. There's a
There are
couple
a
I'd
few
cut.
that I would not keep,
I would.
but they're at least serviceable.
Yeah. It's a pretty stacked roster, and not only that, but I don't want to be phony baloney. I don't watch Ring of Honor, but people that I trust have said the women's division in Ring of Honor is must watch, so that should be pretty interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I know that. How do I word this without being a complete dickhead? I want genuinely good women's wrestling, not North Americans pretending it's good. Does that make sense? That's what I
Yeah, I
want.
get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think Monet May could do that. I am very disappointed in Timeless Tony Storm. She's all entertainment, and I know people like that, but I feel like if she went to WWE, everyone would complain. I think that's a bit hypocritical. But I don't know. She does make me giggle every now and then. But I don't want to see her as the top girl if she's the giggles. If she's bringing the giggles, I'd rather see Monet and May up there and get a couple of the Stardom girls once their situation becomes a little more clear. So
I don't know. I think if she's having fun with it, then whatever.
yeah.
They have a stacked enough because they really do have a lot of really talented women. If they book their women's division right, they could do great things with their women's division.
And you got a lot of women that are injured coming back. Britt Baker, she's been kind of MIA. Who's the one that everyone speaks so highly of? I can't think of it. There's a girl that people speak so highly of, and she hasn't been on television in a while. I apologize, but they got two big stars.
I know Sheeta came back to Ring of Honor.
Oh, really? Yeah, she definitely.
Yeah.
There's a rumor, a tabloid rumor, that she married Otani, and I joked with Sid off air. If she married Otani, she's not going to ROH. Like, Tony would be like, what? Who's your husband? Straight to... But she's pretty amazing, so hopefully we'll see her back up on the roster. Mone versus her would be amazing. And, yeah. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm really excited for Mone against Riho. Because I think Mone against Riho is going to be a chance for Riho to show off how good she really is.
Yeah, we talked about this off air, Sid.
Same with Mariah May against Riho.
Oh, May is just amazing. But Riho, I've said this off air, and I am not a women's wrestling expert. I've seen Stardom, TJPW. I like what I like. I don't want to pretend I'm knowledgeable, but Riho, I don't think America has seen the best of Riho. Like, I think, I don't know if she doesn't match up well. I don't know if she's hurt. I don't know if it's a size thing, but I think someone like Mone or May might be able to show the world, or at least America, or I don't know, the Western stage, how great she really is. Because as someone that's a big fan of Riho, I don't think she showed her full potential on this stage yet.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
The version of Riho you're getting now is to the Joshi version of her, what Ricochet is right now to the Dragon Gate Ricochet.
Yeah, that's fair. Or Yuhan Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah. So, all right, question before we go to the next segment.
Well, who do you think her first feud's going to be? You think it's just straight into Tony?
I don't.
Or do you think they have someone interject in?
I don't know. I'm guessing if she's going straight for Tony, May will be the person in between. Like, you got to beat May to beat May. Yeah, kind of like MJF-ish. But my question for you was, who do you think she'll feud against first?
Honestly, I kind of hope Athena.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah.
But part of me thinks maybe he'll have Britt Baker come back and
like two big stars coming back
and have her feud with her when she first comes back.
Yeah, it's not even like, and not but
he used to love doing that.
Yeah, and also too, he loves doing a lot of returns in one day. Yeah, especially during when we were all locked inside, he would always do that. It was like, it felt like Apple. Hey, one more thing. Not only that, but like, if you make Britt Baker the heel, I don't know, because I don't know if she'd be heel or not, but if you make Britt Baker the heel, you ruined my return. That's not a bad little feud to start off.
No, I feel like you... no, I guess... Do you make Monet a heel or a face?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. That was literally what I was about to ask you.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, it is a tough question.
Because on one hand, I feel like you almost have to make her a face, or at least you send her out there with the idea that she might have to be a face if they're cheering too much. Because it's the first time she's really been back to the U.S.
Yeah.
And she does have a crazy strong fan base. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I say
she
lean
works
towards
better as a heel, though, is the problem.
She does work better as a heel, but I say, this is just me thinking out loud, have her return as a face because Tony's the heel. If the top champ is a heel, then the new star will be the opposite of whatever the champ is.
That's true.
Yeah. So, all right. So, questions for you, Mone. Is she showing up Wednesday night? Most likely, if this ain't posted in time, you'll know. She showed up Wednesday night. Who's our first feud? Heel or face? Do you think she'll have a good run? You know, her New Japan, she had a rough start on her promo, which, by the way, the super fans and the super haters, she has a lot of super fans and super haters.
Yeah.
The super fans and super haters were both unfair to her. You know, like, the positive was way too high and the negative was way too high. She had some good matches in Stardom and got hurt for the strong title. So, yeah, are you excited for her to be there? And also, heel face.
I'm excited. I feel like if she doesn't have a good run, that's more on the booking than on her.
Yeah. I mean, also, it could be injured. Injury is a factor, too. Like, look at Ibushi. Yeah. So, I'm rooting for her. And if you're really a pro Mone person, don't be a fucking douche. And if you're really negative Mone person, don't be a fucking douche.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great. I think whoever she wrestles, it's going to be great matches no matter what. And she's great on the mic, too.
And I think
it's going to be fun.
Whoever she wrestles is going to kind of like jump a little bit up the roster.
Yeah.
It's like, the first
Which is
few.
why, the idea of her having to wrestle May could be a great way.
Yeah.
Did she wrestle May when she was in Stardom?
My memory is really bad. I'm going to say no, but I've been wrong before. I think
she did.
Yeah. I apologize.
I'm sure May was on the list of people she was going to wrestle.
Yeah. Well, it would be great to see. Because here's the thing. I was also thinking with Britt Baker, you might have a Noah situation where it's like, oh, our girl lost to their girl. You have to worry about that when bringing someone in.
Oh, I got you.
So, but if it's May, you don't feel that. Like, Britt Baker was the face of the division for a while. So if she comes in and she beats Britt Baker, you're pulling a pro wrestling Noah. It's like,
there's some people who could take it that way.
Yeah. Well, and that's also Tony hasn't done that much at all, where like other companies, Noah, have done it all the time. TNA, you know. So, well, that's not fair. Dixie's TNA. Yeah. So, but with May, I don't think you have that. I don't think May is seen as AEW yet.
No.
Yeah. So, who you make champion and who you have beat can change the topic. It's almost like booking is important. What else is also important besides booking is shaking stuff up. Tony shakes up AEW. There's a lot going on behind the scenes in AEW. And first off, I'd like to say, we're just reading this off the internet. If you think any podcaster is doing anything different than that, you're an idiot. And if you think any website is doing anything besides calling someone saying, hey, what's going on over there? You're an idiot. Thank you. Tony shaking stuff up at AEW. Sammy G suspended for not following concussion protocol, says the guy who's suffering from concussions. And I guess the only big thing about it is because he had a concussion from the off the top move, and then he hit the finisher. Did Jeff Hardy say it was okay? That's not as big of a factor as if the referee stopped in. Because I feel like the referee should get in trouble too, but we don't know because they didn't give out those details.
Yeah, for all we know, the referee was like, yeah, we could still finish the match, but be safe, and assumed he knew what that meant or whatever, and he did it. We don't really know what happened, so it's hard for us to say. But it's one of those things where it's like, if he violated it knowingly and kind of was like, fuck it, let's put out a great match because Jeff said to, yeah, he's wrong. He's 100% wrong at that point. But if it was just like, he fucked up, then it sucks, but he's still, I get the point of punishing him still.
Yeah. And my thing is, like, I know it sounds silly, but I think the referee in this story is a big piece of the story missing. I think the referee, like, what did the referee tell Sammy? Because for those that don't know, the referee's job is to make sure there's a lot of things the referees do. But some of their jobs, some of this, dude, being a referee is hard. I just want to tell you that. If you're like, hey, dude, being a referee is easy, it is not. But a lot of it is timing and all that, and also safety and passing messages. So I do feel like if Sammy G got suspended, there should be a status update of what the referee said or did. So, and yeah. So, follow your concussion protocols, boys. Your hands will shake. You'll have nerve damage. You'll have sleeping disorder. You'll have memory loss. You'll have a hard time. You're asking too. I am Marine Corps infantry. SidsLight is Army infantry. If there's one thing that infantry collected in the 90s and 2000s is concussions. But hopefully Jeff Hardy's okay, and hopefully Sammy G learns from this. But I think there is a piece of the puzzle missing with the referee, at least in my eyes. Because I don't think the referee should be protected, or Sammy G shouldn't be facing that suspension alone. So
yeah, but I assume that they looked into it, and it was one of those things where I don't imagine they wouldn't have suspended the ref if the ref they also felt was responsible, you know?
Yeah. Well,
or it might have also been one of those things where the ref hasn't really been in trouble before, and they're like, all right, we get it, fuck ups happen. Whereas Sammy has been in trouble before, and they're like, dude, come on, we can't forgive this.
Yeah.
Or even where it's more important to him as a wrestler that wrestlers take it serious even more than referees. You know what I mean? Or maybe there was another time where Sammy did something and we don't even know that he already was in trouble for that led to this.
It could be like a three strike rule. So,
yeah,
and also that it's also a pro wrestler's job to protect their opponent at all times. So Jeff Hardy, we wish you a speedy recovery. And the other Hardy, it looks like his contract is going to be up. AEW release of Matt Hardy. I think they're not going to renew it. And I don't know.
That's the other thing. Is it possible that Jeff Hardy went back and just raised hell over it? And that's what caused it? Was he like created a huge fuss over Sammy doing it, and that's why Sammy got in trouble?
I could see Matt, and it's just me. I have no idea. It's just me going off experience of meeting them and knowing them and the things I know. I don't see Jeff doing that. I see Matt doing that. I don't see like Jeff. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like
Matt did get released.
What's that?
Well, Matt did get released.
Yeah. Or his contract's coming up. So,
yeah.
But, I don't mean to kick Matt while he's down, but there's certain people in AEW that should not be there. Matt Hardy, Edge. I know these are unpopular things to say, but they're WWE through and through, and they don't fit with the elite style at all. So, do you think he goes back to WWE, or do you think he just stays home and retires? Could show up at Impact. Should be interesting. Because I don't know. I can't see. Hardy.
I can't see him showing up to do anything. I think if WWE, it's on a Legends contract that gets him in the games.
Yeah. Because not only that, but having Hardy in the games would be pretty cool. I mean, I've never been a Hardy fan, but I just want to come clean.
I don't think anybody's getting him for that sort of thing until Jeff's with him. I think they're a package deal.
Yeah.
For that kind of stuff.
And I don't know how their contracts work and all that, but there's just been a lot of reports that when his contract is up, they'll let him walk. And I can't see him being an active roster in WWE now. WWE's too hot, just doing too good.
No.
I mean,
the only place that might take him is TNA. Or someone smaller like MLW
or fucking dumbass Ghetto.
I just don't see it happening.
Fucking Ghetto will take him.
There's no way Ghetto takes Jeff Hardy.
Not Jeff Hardy, but probably Matt. No, Jeff kind of. Jeff got in trouble in Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, there's no way he takes Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Hardy's running out.
Especially at this point in his career.
Speaking of people that might take back from New Japan, Kevin Kelly fired. He complained on Twitter, and Tony's like, "Get the fuck out of here." I don't know if that's the exact words he used, but Kevin Kelly's been fired. I kind of don't like where New Japan booking is at all, but I kind of like the team. The kid, I just said his name earlier in the podcast. So
Jack Perry.
No. The big, tall fucking guy that does commentary on
Kevin Kelly.
no, not Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly's replacement. I said it earlier in the podcast. Concussions, kid. The real.
Nigel McGuinness.
No, Nigel's pretty
Ian
awesome.
Riba Kalochi.
No. Hold on. Something Velvet.
Velvet Dream.
No, it's not him. It's like his Twitter handle's like Silky Velvet or something.
Velveteen Bunny.
I'm about to turn on New Japan. That's right. I'm not watching New Japan. It's pretty
Mr.
rough.
G.
Anyway, the fucking new kid's doing good. We'll call him Velvet fucking G. It's not his name. I don't know. He looks like fucking King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd had a fucking kid, and he's doing pretty good. So I don't want to see Kevin Kelly return to New Japan, but I also want to see him not be fucking homeless. So hopefully he finds a job. And it sucks because you're like, oh, he can go back to ROH, and it's like Tony's like, the fuck you are. So it's a situation, but also at the same time, I feel like critics should be able to be critical of stuff if they have a genuine voice. This is just my opinion. This isn't fact. This isn't law. I think you should only do reviews if you have a genuine voice. And I don't think employees should complain on Twitter. Like, if you're an announcer and you're like, oh, that guy fucked me over, it's kind of a dick move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
he shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. Because I've seen it happen a couple times in professional wrestling where, like, because there's a difference of being a podcaster and critiquer and a goddamn employee. And I think Kevin Kelly fucking forgot that. So, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's not a free speech or anything. It's just like, man, to fuck up, you know?
I think Kevin Kelly's been kind of on a downward spiral professionally for a little bit.
I think, well, in WWE, he played a clown. In WWE, he was just a clown character. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. ROH, he was hated, and then a little bit grew on him. And then when he went to New Japan, he did great. And then during the pandemic, he got really lazy. And then, like, is he fucking punch drunk? Like, he'd be like, oh, Kitamiya is fucking a piece of shit and Noah fucking sucks. Monday. Tuesday, Kitamiya has a big star power and Noah's great. Wednesday. Fucking, it's like, Jesus Christ. And not only that, but, like, what Velvet and the other fucking announcers will realize quick in Japan, they will fucking turn on you if you do that tribalist bullshit, even if they like you. Like, I'm a New Japan fan, and you're like, well, fuck, we're better than Noah. Like, what a dick. Fuck you. I mean, which guys, you know? Oh, I fucking like Noah, you know? And Chris does that a lot. I feel like Chris and Kevin Kelly do that way too much. And you can just fucking feel it in, like, the fucking room. You're like, that's kind of fucking dick. So, I mean, WWE, oh, fuck it. WWE and New Japan are kind of in the same boat. So, and that boat is Perry the Torturer. I'd like to call my shots 100% on the prediction of stupidity of Ghetto. If you go back and watch my preview of the New Japan Cup, I fucking thought it would be hilarious. The worst idea ever would be Perry joining the House of Torture. Guess what fucking happened? Perry's in House of Torture.
It's second worst. The only thing worse would have been if Perry had been the devil.
No, I'm going to be honest. I think Perry as the devil would have been better than him joining House of Torture.
Because I just don't have to watch him now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's pretty rough. Well, he doesn't want you to watch him. A lot of people are quoting him, all right? This is what his quote is. And I don't think fucking people realize what they're saying sometimes. I get it. Nobody wants to look in a mirror, so they need someone to pin up on a cross so they can go about their daily lives and act like nothing happened. That's what we're doing. We're not watching the New Japan Cup. We're gonna go back to our daily lives. Nothing happened. If you are an English speaker and you are defending this, there's no fucking reason you don't watch the WWE. None. You fucking once were told, you were once told by a fucking WWE fan that you're a fucking nerd and your opinions don't matter, and then you went to a faraway fucking land, and instead of falling in love with the product, you were like, I'm just gonna fucking support this product no matter what. And
I gotta be honest. If someone's a hardcore WWE fan, I don't feel like they're watching much New Japan.
No, I'm saying, no. Let me rewind. Maybe I'm not being clear. English speakers that are defending this storyline, from the bottom of my heart, I want to make sure I'm clear. Fuck you. You are fucking losers that couldn't get it in with the WWE type market. You're podcasters that couldn't get over with WWE. It's that fucking horrible. Like, here's an example. I could have went to the anniversary show for free. I paid for DDT. I just met up with a bunch of wrestling fans, and they're like, hey, dude, you want to go to New Japan? Nah. And now maybe there's a fucking new generation. Maybe we're making tribalism fun in Japan. But fine, real. And, like, I love the defense. They're the fourth best popular fucking faction in Japan, and they're selling tons of merch. Where the fuck you getting this? And they're like, oh, the magazine said they're the fourth best. Oh, really? The magazine, the Kayfabe magazine said they're the fourth best? After Congo broke up? Wow. Yeah. Let's go to Korakuen Hall. Were you there? Let's go to Korakuen Hall when Okada fucking last match. Were you there?
Which last match?
Well, the one in Korakuen Hall. They weren't selling merch. Let's go to Wrestle Kingdom. Oh, hold on. Let me hear. Yeah, no fucking response. Dead as fuck. Oh, they're selling tons of merch? Really? Really? Let me fucking go back a few years later. Let's go back a few fucking years later. LIJ had their own fucking tent. LIJ was selling merch throughout the fucking... It had their own separate section. It was the New Japan section, the LIJ section. They ain't fucking over like that. And then like, oh, but the Japanese people liked them. I fucking live here. I talk to fans all the fucking time. Never met a fan that fucking likes them. And on top of that...
What if New Japan was the house of torture all along?
Well, no, because like a lot of them is like, oh, Japanese people like
tortured.
Them. Yeah, we're all being tortured. But they're always like, oh, Japanese people like them. All right, let's read back the clock. They didn't like Okada. They didn't like Tanahashi. They didn't like Omega. They didn't like AJ Styles. I'm just gonna walk away.
Listing comedy wrestlers?
Walking away. What's that?
Were you just listing random comedy wrestlers?
Well, might as well. Speaking of it, Tanahashi. I want one fucking question, Tanahashi. I might have to do a separate video and fucking tweet him.
What conditioner do you use?
Okay, that's the second question. First question, only question. Feel free to answer. Mr. Tanahashi. President Tanahashi. Yes, I'm talking in chopsticks. I realize this is a bit racist. Let me talk into my mic. President Tanahashi. Do you have no fucking power whatsoever? And you're just a fucking worthless figurehead? Or are you a piece of shit that turned on everything you fucking believe? And when he's like, shut the fuck up, Ace.
Tanahashi awkwardly looks to the side for the answer.
Yeah. Ace, young Tanahashi would shit on this company. You know it. I know it. You know it.
They're saving it.
I know it. Saving it for what? When are we fast forwarding? Make Tsuji the fucking champ. Fast forward through this shit. Remember when NXT was really good and WWF sucked? And we're like, let's fast forward to the future? Yeah. I just want to fast forward to the future. He was like, oh, we're going to build up these young guys. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. Send them out now.
No, just do it the right way. Become a DDT and Dragon Gate fan for a while. Then
Yeah.
in like 2 years, check out Noah again. I mean, check out
Well, that's what
New
I'll
Japan
probably do.
again.
I'll probably do that. I am a big fan of Tsuji, though. Hopefully he's a big star. Parody Torture.
You'll always have WrestleGate and G1.
Yeah. So there you go. But I've been going dude, I've been spending a lot of money. I've been spending $2,000 a month on pro wrestling. That's too much.
That's a lot.
It's just too much. And you
That's
know
a
who's
lot
not
of
getting
wrestling.
any of that? New Japan. But the Japanese people love it. Mm-hmm. Who is inside the
Gaijin
Tokyo Dome?
don't.
No. Well, that's the thing. No. Ghetto is so good at convincing people fucking stupidity. They're like, oh, Japanese people like it and the Gaijin don't. In reality, it's the Gaijin blindly defending a goddamn corporation while the Japanese are like, oh, well, fuck. Yeah. Like we were all gonna go to New Japan. And we're like, no, let's go to All Japan. Let's go to DDT. Let's go to Noah. Hopefully one day it will be fixed. Hopefully. And who knows? Maybe my $2,000, everyone else's $10 doesn't add up. But it's just like, no. I describe WWE. WWE is like Baskin Robbins 4,000. Okay?
I thought you were going to do the damn pizza again.
I almost did. Baskin Robbins 4,000, okay? They have every
Holy
fucking
food.
flavor ever and neon lights. New Japan is the king of sports. And all they focus on is the greatest vanilla ice cream you've ever fucking had. You don't have to put fucking toppings on it. It is beautiful. You scoop that vanilla ice cream, you're like, God damn it, that is the best fucking ice cream that I've ever fucking had. Okay?
What New Japan are you watching?
No. That's what New Japan was. And then
Oh.
Ghetto's booking is shit. And then you have shit on your ice cream. And now most people are like, I don't want
And
to eat.
you have 8 flavors on one cone.
And then you're like, you know what? I don't need to eat this. And you fuckers, there's two of yous. There's There's probably more than two of yous, but you all think the same. There's two of yous. There's, well, it's still vanilla ice cream. It just has shit in it. There's that. And then there's, I'm eating shit, but so are other people that are upset by it. I'm just going to mind my own fucking business, walk away. But be like, I'm out. You know? And now, when it comes to New Japan, they are a last-second ticket purchase, and I have to see the card. I just like, what's the card? Well, I don't know what the card is. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Don't know what the card is. And I ain't going to that shit. And if you fucking House of Torture or fucking Finley's Kid is anywhere near the top, I was like, all right, if I can get out of here, I'm going to get out of here. So there you go. Perry the Torture.
Soon you're going to be able to get to say that you got to see Finley's son and Luke Perry's son in the same night.
Oh, they're going to go fucking crazy. Hell yeah. So, I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. But someone drew a picture of Ghetto cheating, and it was Inoki's fucking a scarf with Inoki's dead skeleton in it. And I was like,
That's
yep,
messed up.
it's messed up, but it's true. And fuck it. Here's my thing. If you're not going to be a product I don't like, and it's going to be vanilla ice cream with shit in it, at least get rid of King of Sports. Change the fucking logo. You already changed the title. You got
They are the
80,000
king of
fucking
sports,
titles.
though.
Yeah, okay. King of Sports, my fucking ass. Anyway. But you gotta be happy. At least Perry's not in AEW.
That's true.
Who knows? Maybe one day he'll be a Hall of Famer.
No, I don't hate Barry.
Hall of Fame. 2024 WWE Hall of Fame. We went from Perry the Torture to Bull Nakano. Sorry, I stuttered there. The U.S. Express and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman being seems to be the number one draw. All these women and men are worth it. Paul Heyman, absolutely fantastic. A creative genius. Not exactly the best at handling business. And rumor has it, sometimes he can be a jerk. But when it comes to cutting promos and running a company and running angles, he's pretty goddamn good at it. So worthy. And plus, it's in Philadelphia, so I'm kind of super excited about that.
Don't take it that his ethics advice, but wrestling wise, great.
Yeah. And it would be nice to. It's kind of cool. I'm hoping to add some more ECW guys. Maybe is Bam Bam Bigelow in yet? I know he's always been on the cusp of getting in, but I don't know if Bam Bam made it in yet.
I don't know if Bam Bam's in.
So hopefully I see him. Nice to see Bull Nakano win. I always see these people that get mad that they're like, oh, they didn't wrestle in WWE that long, or they were never in WWE. And to me, it's like they want WWE to be all of pro wrestling. So like, and you want a Hall of Fame that it's everything. Wouldn't you want other people to be in your Hall of Fame? I didn't quite understand that. But yeah, Bull Nakano is in. So absolutely fantastic. Please Google search her and YouTube search her. Just some amazing things.
Insanely talented.
Yeah, and insanely tough, and a lot before her time. And then the U.S. Express is in, and a lot of people are like, who's the U.S. Express? I think more people know them separately, especially older fans. And you have Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo. They're going in. They were the U.S. Express at WrestleMania 1, but they're also huge NWA, WCW type stars. Barry Windham was a Horseman. Mike Rotundo was IRS and did a bunch of other stuff. And to me, I think it's a good way to get two men in. I don't know. I think I would have done them individually myself, but that's just me. So it's great to see. And also that I thought one cool thing that Triple H did, Triple H called him on like FaceTime and told him. I thought that's kind of cool. It felt very ESPN-ish and very special. So what are your thoughts about the members going into the Hall of Fame?
I think it's really cool. You had to tell me who U.S. Express was because I was like, I don't recognize that team name. And then you told me it was in. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. But honestly, it makes even more sense when you given the fact that the large expectation has been that Bray will go in this year. So having that also be the same time as Bray, I think is a really cool idea.
Yeah. And I think if WWE wants the goal of being the number one professional wrestling company in the world, be the king of sports entertainment, and have all the history, I think they have to let these people in. I think it just makes it seem more more realistic. WWE, your website sucks. There, I said it. WWE, like they're like, do you want to know last year's WWE Hall of Fame? I'm like, no, I want to know everyone that's in the Hall of Fame. That's what I want to know. So you got Andre the Giant. You got a lot of old school guys: Buddy Rogers, Chief Jay Strongbow, Classy Freddie Blassie, Gorilla Monsoon, who was a badass before, James Dudley. I'm trying to think of. I'm just going to see if Bam Bam's here. Is Bam Bam here?
Well, it is being reported that Liam Mafia is also going to be in it.
Okay, I'm surprised. You think they'll maybe because Rob Van Dam worked at AEW, they might not. I was like, who do you think they can get as ECW type guys? It'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, because for Philadelphia, but maybe that's why they got Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I don't think they have to get anyone else with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
You get Paul Heyman, that's enough, dude.
And I don't know if you want to have an all ECW class because of what's the word? So they got future class Batista. I don't fucking Wikipedia. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they had Punk go in?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I would save Punk for Chicago though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Oh no, Rob Van Dam's already in. So I apologize. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I don't know. It's always funny because like the Hall of Fame to me is like, oh man, I want these people to get in, and then you're like, are they in? You know what I mean? Like they have Liger in. So they always had some legacy people. That's cool. And they have a Warrior
Do you
Award
think
in the
they'll
Hall of
try and get
Fame.
Lex Luger in?
Oh, well,
Given that,
that's...
like, well, the reason I ask is, like, there's probably not much longer to try and get Lex Luger in while he's still alive.
Yeah. And the only problem that I have with Lex Luger, and I hate to say this because I love Lex Luger, is just he's the perfect example of steroid abuse. Like, where he looks now to where he looked originally. I'm completely fine with it, but you got to think if you're WWE, they're thinking about that.
You know who they can induct actually for ECW?
Who's that?
Sabu.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad. Sabu wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah, the Dudleys are already in. Especially how much the Dudleys suck up. I wonder, like, if you're a Hall of Famer, you gotta suck. I don't think Rhino's in at all, no. Rhino last ECW champ. They're never going to put New Jack in. I love New Jack to death.
Come on, could you imagine the New Jack highlight reel?
Oh, it would be insane.
It's just a scaffold match. It's him stabbing somebody. It would be the wildest highlight reel ever. People who don't know would be like, wow, this guy had some crazy worked matches. People who know are like, God, they have no idea. He did all that for real.
I mean, if Jericho wasn't in AEW, he'd be perfect. Maybe a Lance Storm, but I don't know. Would they put Lance Storm in the Hall of Fame? I mean, grappling-wise and wrestling-wise, he's where
Sabu is perfect.
Yeah, Sabu is pretty goddamn good, to be honest. So, yeah.
Sandman?
Possibility. I could see it.
Wait, are the Dudleys in already?
Yeah, Duds are in. I checked it.
Spike Dudley.
Yeah, Spike. I don't know if they put Spike in now. I'm also looking and seeing all these Hall of Famers that are podcasters, and I'm like, I wonder if that's why they suck off this company.
Kevin Nash?
Kevin Nash has probably been in like twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, that was a joke.
He's like NWO. And what does that have to do with Philadelphia? Like
nothing.
So yeah, it should be interesting. Sylvester Stallone in? He's got to be in, right, for a celebrity wing?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Why has he got to be in?
I mean, because he's like a big part of. No, according to this. He inducted someone.
What about Raven?
Oh, Raven would be fucking fantastic, to be honest. Raven would be really good. I don't know if he has heat, though. And I don't think the Hall of Fame should be like that. You know, like, we had
Raven
heat.
Have heat.
I don't know. If I think Raven WWE, I'm like, there's probably heat there somewhere. I could be wrong.
Chris Candido. Candido.
Yeah. Wouldn't be too bad. He passed away, though.
Is Taz in?
I don't know.
I mean, they never do it right.
Sucks.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think Taz is in. No. Well, I don't know, because this search engine isn't working. All right, let's try Hulk.
I don't know. I think if you're going for another ECW guy to do right now, I stick by it. I think Sabu's the best option.
Yeah. Sabu's not bad. So it'll be interesting. I mean, you got Bam Bam Bigelow. He's part of ECW. I just want to see. So, yeah. It should be interesting. But the class so far has been pretty damn good. And it should be interesting who they get in and who they don't get in next. So, there you go. Speaking of who they get in and who they don't get in next, WWE 2K24. Buy or no buy? Since I have been insanely busy, hey, WWE 2K streamer, MLB The Show streamer, and I don't have either game yet. You do, though, because you're a pro streamer at twitch.tv/SidsLight. WWE 2K24. I have been, when it comes to video games now, sports games, I've been like, because I'm a franchise guy, I'm like, if I just don't fucking buy the new game, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? When it comes to like, hey, I'm doing an eFed, or hey, I'm doing a franchise, I'm doing offline mode. So now I come to you, SidsLight. How many hours you got into the game, sir?
I don't know, like 20.
All right,
15 to 20.
We'll say
not a huge amount.
We'll say first 20 hours in. Buy or no buy? Is it a big enough difference if you have WWE 2K23?
I would say if you like wrestling, it's a buy. it is a big enough difference from 2K23. Some of the changes I don't love. They added a bunch of new match types like
Ambulance match.
ambulance, casket. The guest referee system works now, and then that's kind of neat. Um, Overall, that stuff's all good. They made it where the tag team won't keep interrupting the pin. They'll interrupt
Oh,
once and
thank
then they kind
God.
of fuck off, which I kind of hate because it's like they're terrible teammates. But at the same time, it makes the matches faster.
Especially for
Uh,
E-Feds.
the
It,
gameplay though feels a lot better. Aside from the
really.
little button mashy mini events that kind of suck, um, which is like the submission bar. They use it for like closing the coffin, closing the ambulance. I hate it. Outside of that though, it feels really great. The buttons feel great. The setup feels great, and the My Rise story was pretty good. It was
Do they
actually fun. It was funny. Roman Reigns was good in it. It was great.
do the My Rise situation? Do they have it where you have to be like throw a guy in the right corner? Like how often do they do that
Sometimes,
shit? Is it
sometimes
overdone like last year, or is it kind of improved, or kind of same boat?
some matches it's just like just attempt to win the match.
I
Some
love
matches
those.
it's win the match. Some matches it's like throw this guy in the corner, and then
I
once he's
hate
in the
that.
corner, it's like hit this guy in the corner.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that aspect of it.
Yeah,
How's the
it
40
does
years
that.
of WrestleMania? Have you touched that yet?
I haven't touched that.
Got it. Got it. So yeah. So overall, you're saying bye
Overall, I
and
would say yeah. If you like wrestling games, if you usually like getting a WWE game, it is the best one in a while. I think it's probably one of the better ones.
people thought that way about
Personally,
23, so it looks like they're adding on from it
they've
for
done a
24.
lot of improvements to it. It's really quality.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Also, the
awesome.
My Faction setup is a lot better, and they added so you can unlock skins for the to use anywhere,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Persona skins, and you can unlock some of them through My Faction, some through other modes. But they have one line now where it's action figure skins, and they look awesome. And you
Oh
can
man, I
just
can't wait to
wrestle as
see
an
that.
action figure version of like Cody Rhodes or John Cena.
That's awesome. Yeah, so
And
I'm
the
gonna buy it.
roster is massive.
I just
The
don't.
roster is massive.
I've been just crazy busy. I never thought I'd be too busy for video games, but here we are. Here we are. But I'll definitely get WWE 2K24. I haven't played it yet, and considering how much I streamed it, that's insane. And same thing with MLB The Show. So there you go. All right. WWE versus MLW. I thought this was a worthless thing. For those that don't know, MLW did a lawsuit over a monopoly of WWE. Obviously, with AEW, New Japan, CMLL, AAA, it's hard to say WWE is a monopoly. But they settled out of court for $20 million. Now, granted, TKO's having a lot of problems, and they're like, dude, okay, 20 million, that's not too bad to get rid of this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the problems that TKO is discovering in the problems in WWE's closet, this $20 million MLW lawsuit doesn't seem that much. But to accuse someone to be a monopoly that is a monopoly and get $20 million,
Mm-hmm.
MLW won this round. MLW run this round big time. Like I was like, oh, they settled out of court. What did they get? Like a couple bucks. When I saw 20 million, I was like, good God, we need to sue WWE to settle out of court. That's what we need to do. What are your thoughts on it? WWE monopoly, not a monopoly. MLW right to go after them. $20 million, a lot of money.
I think it's a crazy amount of money. I don't know what they had going on that was able to make them win, but I have to imagine that they had proof that WWE had intentionally suppressed them in some way. Which, given how Vince operated, wouldn't be shocking at all. Vince was known to like it was regularly reported that things were happening like you know Vince making arenas be exclusive
Mm.
to them and not book the AEW if they were doing stuff with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it wouldn't be shocking if they had hard evidence of something like that. or people willing to basically vouch that sort of stuff, that would have been like, okay, boom. Like, think about it. As soon as Vince's public opinion really soured recently, maybe they had a witness now that was suddenly like, yeah, I'll vouch. I'll say it. It was what
Yeah.
happened. This is what happened. Fuck that guy. He's a monster. And
Well,
then, you know what I mean? All they need is people saying that they have proof that they were being held down by them. And then, boom.
and
they
if
have
you're
to settle.
TKO at this point, you just spent a lot of money to get WWE, UFC, the merger. There's a big dollar signs moving around. I mean, I think Vince walked away with over $1 billion. So this is big time money. And it might be one of those situations like we have a lot of trouble. And if they find a couple skeletons, they could add that to more trouble. So they might have just been like, hey, because MLW didn't win. They settled out of court. But settling for $20 million is winning. You know what I mean?
Settling for $20 million is great if you're the guy getting $20 million.
Yeah. Because the thing is,
and it might have also been that that maybe WWE was just like, fuck it, or TKO was like, we've got enough bad press from this Vince shit. Let's just make this go away.
Yeah. And now, I'd like to hire you as my lawyer. I sold Vince McMahon two companies. I don't know. Is there any way we can sue him for $20 million?
How much did you get? Not $20 million.
I didn't get no $20 million. I also don't want to say how much Vince paid me because then people would be like, what? But it wasn't $20 million.
MLW.
It was under $20 million when I sold my companies to him. So, yeah. Oh, man. I shouldn't have sold. I should have just fucking did it. I wonder if he paid his full amount. Be like, TKO, you still owe me money. Here's $20 million. Just TKO at this point. It's like, here's $20 million. Just shut the fuck up. That's the going price for you to shut the fuck up.
What's the go-away price?
Yeah. It's like, actually, I sold you a company in 2000, early, I think it was like 2006, 2007. It's like, I sold you two companies in 2007. Here's $20 million. I didn't even finish my sentence. Here's $20 million not to finish your fucking sentence. All right. Just walk out with the $20 million. See you later.
At that point, everybody's coming up to him.
I wouldn't. Here's my thing, though. If we're thinking like that, there's got to be other companies, NWA. If you're NWA or TNA or I don't think Tony Khan would do it. I could be wrong, but if you're a smaller fucking company, why wouldn't you do it? Like if you were MLW size,
If NWA tried it though, I would just have my lawyer bring him on the stand and be like, just to check, was the WWE also preventing you from finding a guitarist for your band?
Why is that what happened to his band?
Or are you just an asshole?
Is that why his band broke up? He couldn't find a guitarist?
Well, that was what I was told, was that he was having trouble finding a new guitarist.
Got it. Smashing Pumpkins. We thought you were going to smash some records. You smashed something. So, MLW, dude, I'm saying for $20 million, we better see some motherfucking improvements on the show. I want to see some better lighting. I want to see you flying some Dragon Gate guys. I don't know. Oh, man. I love the name MLW. All right, MLW, Court Bauer, spend your $20 million wisely. There you go.
Maybe they can get a wrestler.
On to the BS. If you were handed $20 million right now, what would you do? Let's say you, TKO, you just come by and be like, hey, man, I worked at WWE in 2006, and I sold you a company. And they're just like, here's $20 million. What do you do with $20 million? Disappear? Stream forever?
Buy a small condo with good internet and just live there and never go anywhere.
It's not bad.
And then invest the money.
I'm pretty sure that's what I did, and I didn't do it for $20 million. You're like, I just want to be like you, except less grits hockey. Or would it be more
I wouldn't be going
hockey?
to events, that's for sure.
No? They're kind of fun.
Zero events.
You're like, zero events. So when you move to Japan, we're not going to go to any events?
No, if you pay.
Well, maybe. I mean,
if you're paying, I'll go to events. If
you know what?
I'm not paying. I'm never paying to go to events. Hell no.
I'm
the worst kind of fan if you want me to pay for an event.
You're like, you know what? I'm the type of fan that doesn't pay.
I don't like crowds. So for me,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I'm not gonna pay to go somewhere that's uncomfortable. But if somebody else pays, then I'll be like, all right, the pressure is there. I'll go.
Yeah. Understand. Well, they got some small arenas. Yokohama Radiant Hall is absolutely fucking
I'll go to
fantastic.
DDT.
Oh, there's nothing but women in DDT.
That's why I'll go.
Dude, shoo-wee. So many women in DDT. I was like, I didn't know there's this many women in Japan.
I'll go to every DDT show there is.
Like, I'm in. Let's
Me,
do it.
steroids, and DDT. That'll be my new blog.
They're like, oh yeah, making it happen.
How a Visa, steroids, and DDT changed my life.
Buy the ebook for $1.99 today on Amazon. Don't forget to rate 5 stars. Oh man. All right, brother. We've been going about an hour 30. I think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Do you have anything for the BS, or do you want to call this a night?
Well, kind of fun. Final Fantasy 14 came out on the Xbox,
Ooh.
which is pretty cool. It's in the trial right now. It's officially out on the 21st. But yeah, you can play it on Xbox now, which is pretty incredible because nobody thought that MMO would ever come to Xbox, and now it is.
And Bearfriend loves
crazy.
Final Fantasy. She's one of those that ranks them. She's like,
The
this one's better.
storylines, the main story is pretty good.
Really?
You can play the main story up to like level 70 without paying for a subscription, just using
I mean, we all agree 7's the best, right? I mean, no one fucking's like, hey, dude. I always hear like 8 and 9, all that bullshit. 7's the best.
7 Remake is maybe the best.
I haven't played 7 Remake. I've watched a Let's Play. I'm that guy. I'm like,
7
hey.
Remake may be the best.
Yeah.
But 15's my favorite.
Oh, 15's your favorite? Is that
I'm
the last
only
one?
Person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, 16's the last one.
Okay.
I've never.
I got to go to a Final Fantasy launch party, and I got to talk to them, and they told me in advance they were gonna end it and make sequels and all that.
What kind of food was there?
It was like finger food.
Oh,
like a lot of finger food.
That's not a very good lunch party.
No, like launch party, not lunch.
Oh,
launch.
That's a lot less exciting.
Yeah, well, they had posters. I got to meet the people, and I got to talk about the final story. And then I was like, "Oh, this is what you should do." And I'm like, "That's cool." And then
would you have been more excited though if it had been a lunch party?
I mean, there was food there. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, if there had been spaghetti, wouldn't you have liked it more?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I am pro spaghetti, but I treat my spaghetti like I want my women. I want my spaghetti like my women. Just one in mine. I don't want to go to a buffet and scoop spaghetti out of a trough.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I'm a one spaghetti man.
That's fine. You can eat your one spaghetti portion.
No, because it's a bid. You're sharing the spaghetti. Everyone's
what do
putting
you mean?
their
No one's
spaghetti.
second dipping in there. No one's licking the spoon or anything. They're just getting it out of the pot, basically.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I've lived the good life. Do
you feel weird when your family, like, you guys all serve out of the same pot?
Oh, no. I'm the complete opposite. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. I was wrong. You talked me into it.
Out of the same pot, would you be like, "Oh, that's weird. I don't."
No.
I don't want that.
I'm quite the opposite. Pot. I'm the guy that, like, when someone goes no double dipping, I'm like, dude, fuck you, man. I'm that guy. I'm an orphan. I'm a double dipper.
But yet you don't want to eat.
You know what? You talked me into it. I'll eat Final Fantasy spaghetti. Final Fantasy spaghetti. Let's make it happen. Get on that. You know what? I go to buffets all the time and eat spaghetti. Why was I all being fucking goody two shoe all of a sudden? I was too good for fucking shared spaghetti. I was.
You're like, oh, I would never.
Yeah, you
my
know what?
spaghetti's made specially for me.
You're right. I did get a little too Yokohama on that.
You're acting like you're from New York. You're just from Jersey.
Yeah, it's true. All this is true. You know what? And people are like, oh, you never changed your mind. Right there. I was wrong, and now I'm willing to share my spaghetti with someone special.
You should be ashamed.
I am. I've been wrong before, and now I'm wrong now. You know what? Yeah, I wish we wish there was a lunch party and we could have spaghetti.
Yeah.
So
no lunch party now.
Dude,
they could have had spaghetti. They could have had a tray of like chicken patties with that were set up like chicken parm that you just pick one up, put it on your spaghetti if you want it.
Not bad, not
A,
bad.
a meatball trough that you just get some meatballs from if you want to put meatballs on your spaghetti.
You know what? I was wrong. I regret. These are all good ideas.
Yeah.
This is why Final Fantasy needs to hire you.
In fact, they should have a pasta bar where it's just like multiple different pastas in the water. You scoop out the pasta you want into your bowl, and then multiple different sauces. You get the sauce you want in your bowl, and then multiple different meats, and you get the meat you want for your bowl. Maybe you want shrimp, maybe you want meatballs, maybe you want chicken, maybe you want crab. Who knows?
All right, Sid, if we were in the same room, you would attack and scratch my face. They actually have that idea in Japan, and I love it.
Really?
They have spaghetti bars in Japan.
That's awesome. But you don't eat out of
No,
those
I was wrong. I was feeling a little stingy about my spaghetti.
Okay.
I
one of your
wrong.
favorite places is a trough spaghetti place.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
They also have a buffet of just snacks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's something called Sweet Paradise. It's called
just snacks.
It's Sweet Paradise.
Golden Corral has a buffet of just snacks.
No. Because Golden Corral has everything. This place is just cakes for miles. It's Sweet Paradise.
Oh, it's like that's all the place is a dessert buffet business?
Yeah. It's out of control.
Oh, okay.
You get popcorn, ice cream, cake.
I thought you were saying that the place that had the pasta buffet also had a dessert buffet, and I'm like, okay, so does Golden Corral. I'm not impressed.
No. This
like,
Sweet Paradise is nothing but. Dude.
Hold on. Here's the question: Do you trust the chocolate fountain at Golden Corral?
You know what? I know this sounds fucked up, but it's like just the tip. I trust it once, but I never go twice.
I don't trust it.
You don't trust it?
Oh, hell no. Think about it. Do you trust children?
No, I don't.
You think about those 5-year-olds you teach? Imagine them around a chocolate fountain.
Oh,
now think about how many kids are unsupervised at the buffet. Think about how many kids are unwatched at the buffet for seconds within reach of that chocolate fountain. How many kids' dirty little fingers go into that chocolate fountain? How many of them go in, lick their fingers, and then they go back in? How many times do they do it? How many weird, gross things do you think get dipped into the chocolate fountain that should never be dipped into it because no one's watching these little demons? And they get an intrusive thought about, I should put this hamburger inside the chocolate fountain, and they do it. I will never eat out of one of these chocolate fountains.
No, it's weird. I forgot Americans don't like. Oh, this is gonna open up a topic. I forgot Americans don't discipline their kids. Like
some don't.
In Japan,
some are wild
doesn't
little
really
demon
happen.
children.
It really doesn't happen. Like
no, you think it doesn't happen. It's like any woman who thinks men don't look at her boobs. You just haven't caught them.
Maybe you're right.
I guarantee you they're sticking their little fingers in chocolate.
All right, let's ask Bear. Bear, I love her to death. She's anti-kids. She's like, her favorite saying in the world is "fuck them kids." And Bear, are you awake? We have a question for you, Bear, about Japan and kids. All right. You know, like Sweet Paradise, and they have the chocolate fountain that you can put stuff in. Do you trust Japanese children not to put their shitty fingers in there?
Oh, they do it all the time.
Oh, I was fucking wrong. Okay, strike that from the record. Bear says they do it all the fucking time with their tongues and everything. They're disgusting creatures.
I told you, children are gross little monsters.
I was wrong. I trusted them.
Doing it. Oh, you were like, oh, they're Japanese.
Oh,
they're so well behaved.
Fucking they're well behaved. They would never do
like
that.
The American kids. Those American kids sound gross.
Maybe I'm just
all children. They're little monsters. They get intrusive thoughts. They go, oh, I want to taste the chocolate fountain. Why do you think so many of them died in Willy Wonka and none of us questioned it? None of us questioned it.
Oh yeah, not once.
None of us are like, oh, how could that kid have done that? No, because we all know. We all understand immediately. We're like, yep, that makes sense that the fat kid fell in the chocolate fountain.
Oh, man.
But yet you're over here. Japanese kid
I don't know.
That's why
I never seen him.
Kid didn't end up on Willy Wonka. He didn't eat enough chocolate bars. He's too busy being respectful.
I just never seen it. Maybe I don't pay attention. I'm like, oh, there's chocolate.
Maybe you don't. You're too busy thinking about your turn at the chocolate
I'm
fountain.
gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I am.
You're gonna have I ruined chocolate fountains for you now?
I think you have. Because like my thing is, I've thought about this before, but I'm like, I'll just have a little bit of chocolate. like that makes up for it.
Nah, think about how gross kids are. Guaranteed there's been some kid that like bear scratched his ball or his butthole and then put his hand in there and tasted chocolate
100%.
after.
Well, because here's the thing.
Kids are little monsters. No offense if you have kids.
If you have kids or you're around kids or work with kids or dude, they'll hand you a
If they can be lawless little demons, they will.
Dude, they'll hand you boogers like they're gifts. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
That's for you. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, so now, dude, so much has changed in my life.
How many boogers do you think have ended into that?
You
probably ate so many booger chocolate.
Probably. I'm gonna be honest. Probably. Here's the crazy part.
Ooh, is this tapioca chocolate?
Here's the crazy part. I went from share my spaghetti to eating random kids' boogers. So much has changed so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not see this coming.
You were worried about sharing a spaghetti out of a thing that you serve with a utensil.
Yeah.
But yet you've been
and I've been to spaghetti bars
eating out of chocolate fountains.
Yeah.
Like some sort of animal that
I don't know. Maybe I've been hanging out with too many snooty Rudies, you know? Little Yokohama's making me soft.
No, yeah. I think maybe you're just unobservant. You don't realize these things.
Probably not.
Around you.
I mean, I don't really.
Because Bear Friend says it happens all the time.
Yeah, Bear's
which means it's happening around you. Because Bear Friend's with you, and she's seeing it, and you're not. What
Bear,
does that
do you
tell
think I've eaten boogers from a kid that I wasn't paying attention?
You eat your own boogers. What are you
Bear's like, you eat your own boogers. That's extra salt.
Yeah.
All right, Bear Friend's into her insulting moods. She's like, you eat your own boogers. It's not factual. I'm starting to think maybe she lied about the kids.
Not wrong.
I think maybe she lied about the kids. I mean, I do pick my nose, but I've never eaten. I always flick.
Have you,
never flick on wife?
You've never eaten one of your boogers?
I mean, probably when I was a kid. I don't know. I remember. Have you eaten a booger?
Someone check his stream VOD. See if he's eating boogers. When I was a kid, I definitely ate a booger.
Oh, yeah. But my thing is, this was my disgusting habit. I don't know how old I was. I'm thinking around 10 or 9 or 11. I would pick my nose, try to flick it, and if it was stuck to my fucking finger, I'd eat it, then spit it out. And I think that might be worse than eating it. That might be worse than eating it.
You're gross.
Yeah, dude. I'm not a good person. I'm finding out a lot about this BS.
Eat out of chocolate fountains. You are why I don't eat out of chocolate fountains.
Yeah. Now looking back, dude, I am a disgusting human being. We've learned a lot on this BS.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot on this BS. When's the last time you think you genuinely ate a booger? Not like flicked it, but
when I was a little kid.
Like how little? You think?
I don't know.
14.
5 or 6.
Over under. So you don't think you've ate a booger when you're like 12?
No.
We have to ask Mom.
I also didn't grow up and become a Marine infantryman.
That's true. So there you go.
You were eating boogers when you were 12?
I don't know. I'm thinking like when's the last time?
No. It sounds like you tried to think of,
No. I just picked the right name. I don't know because I do know that I would spit them out. I know I did that. Probably like 12 or older. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'd always do this. I would go to a different country.
You've been married twice, so just think about that, guys out there. If you're worried about it, this dude has been eating boogers since he was a little kid. He still eats boogers. Been married twice.
Yeah, and I get
he picks his
nose
and licks the boogers.
For a nose picker, and I get asked out a lot for an ugly guy. My friends always get pissed off at me. Like, I'll just be at an event and like someone will be like, "Oh, hey, you want to go out after this?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm married." And my single friend's like, how do you do it? I'm like, it's all in the nose picking. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. Just have fun. That's all you have to do.
They see you eat a booger and they're like, that guy doesn't care about anything.
He's like, I'm in.
That guy's not afraid of anyone.
So there you go. All right, this got off topic.
Well, it's the
I think
BS.
that's the BS. I think it's fair. All right, do you have anything else for the BS we found out? Let me see. Bear Friends, which one your favorite Final Fantasy? 8? 8 fucking sucks. She says the ending. All right, story-wise, 8. System-wise, 5. What does system mean?
They're going
Play-wise?
to finish 8.
So, yeah. I'm Team 7 all the way.
They have a game Let's Play going of number 8. It'll be done any time.
Dude, we played for 6 hours and did nothing. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
Final Fantasy.
No. I mean, Final Fantasy 7, you're on the train, the bomb's going off. Do you trust your friends? Do you join the terrorist group? Do you not? 8 is like, this way to your classroom. Training will begin in 19 hours. All right.
Yeah.
It's fucking the worst. Bear
It's the
says
worst.
8. She says 8 has a good ending, though.
8 has a good ending and one of the best mini games.
Ooh. Better than darts?
Yeah. The cards are the second best mini game they've ever done.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
Blitzball's the best.
Oh my god, I remember I had so much fun and it was so stupid. I actually thought about doing a
stand hard that
Blitzball.
there should be a Blitzball stand
I thought
game.
about doing a 24-hour Blitzball stream. Because you can keep playing it forever. You don't have to continue the game.
Yeah.
A 24-hour
In fact,
Blitzball.
you go around and you collect better players around the world to make a better team.
What if dude, if we have a stream. All right, how about this? If you move to Japan, we'll do a 24-hour stream of taking turns playing Blitzball. Like, we won't pay attention to any part of the game except Blitzball.
All right, yeah, I'll do a 12-hour stream with you doing that. And then I don't know what I'll do for the other 12 hours after you go to sleep, but I'll figure it out.
It's like, no way, it's 24 hours of Blitzball. How long do you think you could play that before going mad? Because it is addictive, but it is stupid.
2 hours.
You think you play 2 hours? Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things I don't play in long bursts.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough variation. I get bored.
Oh, it is the same thing over and over and over. And it's like guessing too, right? Is there a strategy to it? Because I just always guessed.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Question for the BS crew. First off, that's what you got to put down in the comments. BS crew here. Question for the BS crew. Was there strategy in
stands for
Blitzball
what? Big
in
schlong?
Final Fantasy VIII? I mean, I guess that's you. If you made it this far, you got a big schlong. Raccoon approved.
Sorry, girls.
Hey, that's what gonna happens when you listen to WrestleAm too long.
Good news. You just got a new market you can work with, though.
Exactly.
Good luck.
So, all right. I think that's it. The BS. Unless you got a 12-minute topic to make this a 2-hour thing. We're about 13 minutes away from breaking our record. Do we end it now?
Nope.
Or do we go? Do you have a topic that we can last 13 minutes?
Nah.
All right. The record will not fall tonight, boys. The record will not fall tonight. I am KocoSports. You can follow me anywhere at KocoSports. He's SidsLight. You can follow him anywhere at SidsLight. He's streaming all the time on Twitch.tv. And I'll probably make it a lot more of Japanese videos here for this. And me and Bear are working on a secret project. Hopefully it gets off the ground. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, wait. No, wait. We definitely want it to get off the ground.
Hopefully it doesn't.
I don't know, dude. I'm tired. Me and Bear, we're starting a company. We just hope it fucking fails right off the bat.
Yeah, we hope it bombs.
We hope you all point and laugh and be like, oh, you failed again. Yeah. And, buy my books. Amazon.com. Lucky New Orphan and Operation Freak Show. Search Dave Koco. DAVKOCO. We have to write a book. We could write a book about a raccoon that guards the chocolate fountain.
Charles Raccoon, the chocolate guardian.
Really?
That's his name.
You could. It would have made so much more sense if he called him the raccoon.
What? He's Charles Raccoon, the chocolate guardian. What's wrong with that?
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're tired. Let's tap out. If you made it this far, put the BS crew, and we know you're the real ones. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and with that, I am over. Hey, more videos coming soon. Make sure to subscribe.